back in the M3 now. The previous video that I made was a bit of an embarrassment because it was 5 things that I hate about this M3. Now I don't hate the M3 at all. I love the M3. This is my new favourite toy, and I thought I'd even it up a little just by basically making a short video on 5 things that I absolutely love about this car. We'll get straight into it. The first thing that I love about this car, and it's something that you're automatically drawn to, is the colour and the looks of the car. The Astral Blue for me is the best colour in an M3. It is very closely followed, in my opinion, by the Phoenix Yellow, which I was also very interested in looking at. However, this car was the right price at the right time in the right location, so this is the one I went for. When these cars were first released in 2001, I knew at some point that I had to buy one. I knew I had to have one. I didn't realise it would be 16 years later. Now that I've got one, I absolutely love it. So the Astral Blue is just beautiful. Mix that in with the wide arches, the front vent grills, the power bonnet, the power hood as they call it. The car just looks absolutely stunning. The double twin exhaust as well. So the looks of the car, they haven't really aged. Maybe the only thing that's aged about the car is possibly the 2 kidney grills, which I'll probably look to get replaced with the matte black grills. I think they look a bit better. So that's the first thing that I absolutely love about this car. And the second thing that I absolutely love about this car is the performance and the handling. Obviously it's an M3, it's a performance vehicle. However, for a performance vehicle or a sports car, it is actually quite big. But don't let that fool you. This car packs a punch. It is a beast. I can put this down in a second now and I can go for it. And this handles. The handling is so great for a. This is a 2004 model, so it's a 13-year-old car. But this car has obviously been well looked after because this drives like the day it came out of the factory. It's got 69,000 miles on the clock. It's always fully serviced, fully maintained. But you can put your foot down and it just delivers the power right there, right then, exactly when you need it. You get to use all of the power all of the time when you're driving this car, especially if you're doing country roads or track days. You will be using all of the power. It's not stupidly powerful like, for example, your 911 GT3, where you're not going to get to use the power. But in this car, I feel like you get the best out of the power that's available, and the handling is just superb. It really does feel like you're in a low-down sort of sports car like a 911. The third thing that I love about this car is the amount of space within the vehicle. Now it's classed as a sports car. It is every much a sports car and a track day car and a car for taking on country roads and just putting your foot down and just absolutely going for it. That's exactly what this car is all about. But don't let it fool you, because this car is also a perfect car to go shopping, to take your kids out. You can fit three children in the back, 3 adults in the back, no problem at all. Obviously you've got a passenger seat here as well. The boot as well, for a sports car like this, is great. It's a very big size, and you would have absolutely no problems going on a weekend or even a week away and putting all of your luggage in this car. It caters for every single market. It caters for you if you want to take it to the track. You can put your spare tires in, or you can put other sort of parts and tools in, or if you're going on holiday, or if you're just going to the shops. This car's got you covered, and that's what I love about this. It's so versatile, so you don't necessarily need a family car and a sports car, because this car combines everything into one. So that's the third thing the third reason why I love this car. So the fourth thing I love about this car, and This is something that is quite rare to find actually. This car has the 6-speed gearbox, the manual gearbox. Now if you are looking to buy one of these M3s, I would strongly recommend you go for the 6-speed gearbox. You will pay a bit more for a 6-speed gearbox. The only alternative though is unfortunately the SMG paddle shift cars, which do have a lot of reliability issues. My advice would be to stay away from those cars. Go for a 6-speed if you can. Also stay away from the convertible, because you're going to be constantly having noises when you're driving, when you're thrashing it, unless you take the hood down, but I feel that takes away from the whole experience. The hard top, like what we're in now, it's sort of a very rigid car, so you can absolutely thrash it into corners. That's what I would go for, and that's what I love about it. It's a really precise and a really quick. It's not by any means a short shift. I would possibly consider getting a short shift in. However, for now, I've only had the car for a few days, so this 6-speed manual is absolutely perfect for my needs. And as I say, the prices are going up, so get in there while you can, because the prices of these are just going to go up and up and up. I would say they're probably flatlining right now, and once they're flatlined, they're going to start going up. It happens so many times. You look at the previous generations of M3, you think they're just going to go down and down. They flatline, and how many people now wish they'd bought an E30 M3 when they were just a few £1,000s. Same with the E36s as well. The E46 M3s, especially the Evos, they're the ones to go for. But anybody will tell you the manual car is the most desirable car, so when you come to sell it on, this is the car that people are going to be looking for. And that brings us to the final part of this video. So the final thing that I love about this car is, probably what everybody loves, and it's so obvious. It's right in front of you the whole time. Obviously the sports steering wheel, the thick leather steering wheel. The gauges, they're all greyed out and they've got the M logo on. They've got the chrome sort of surrounds on them as well, and it just sets it apart from your normal BMW E36s. Not just that though, but the whole sort of display here, it's sort of geared towards the driver, it points towards the driver. And the next generation, which was the E90, they kind of went away from that, whereby they put the whole dashboard kind of flat like that. But this is sort of geared towards, it's only a small shallow angle, but everything is set out perfectly. All the buttons are very easy to use, and you're not left guessing as to what each button is. The problem these days with modern cars is that it's so easy just to add a screen and add a round button here, or having to use a toggle menu button to go on that screen and get your controls that way. Well, I don't really like that. I'm a fan of the old school, whereby you've got a button for every function, and down here you've got your DSC, you've got your parking sensors, you've got your tyre pressure, and also your sport button here. Sport button is a lot of fun. If you're going out for a day, country roads, you want to put your foot down, you want to press that sport button, because that is gonna take a smile from that to that. So those are the 5 things that I love about this car. Don't forget, I've made a video of 5 things that I hate about this car as well. However, it's a bit of a cheeky lie really, because I don't hate the car at all. I absolutely adore this car, and I am going to have so much fun in this M3. It just wants to be driven. Woo! I'll see you next time, and I'll be making more videos on this M3. So stay subscribed, stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.